Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back. This is episode 2 of the 270 Podcast. I'm your host, Ethan. I'm joined with my co host, Neelix.
Hello.
And today we also have another man joining us. His name is Mitch. He is the main guy at our local here, our Yu-Gi-Oh! Local. Say hi, Mitch.
How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all got any crazy stories this week? How was your week? Still in quarantine, y'all staying sane?
Um, a little bit. I put out a fire. That's just about it. That started at my family business, but nothing too exciting other than that.
Are we talking about a real fire or like a situation?
A real fire. Some dude started a fire right above the office. We had an apartment up there, and he left the oven on and left. And for some reason, he kept toilet paper next to the oven with charcoal,
Okay, nice,
and it
nice.
kind of just went from there. The
Yeah.
whole kitchen was in flames by the time we caught it.
Okay, cool. Well, guess you're a hometown hero now. Show up on the local news.
Yeah, my dad bought me pizza. That's just about it.
All right, Mitch, you got anything crazy that happened to you this week?
No, nothing too big. I still go to the business and do online sales, and
Yeah,
people kept trying to come in, so that was pretty entertaining. But
yeah, I bet.
besides that, nothing too big.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people have been either laid off or working from home still. So, um, guess our thoughts go out to the people that are having a little rough than we are right now. Um, I guess speaking of this, I can go and pull up. There's just kind of a map just to keep everyone updated what's going on. I'm pretty sure this is live just from Google. So we're in Kentucky. So it looks like there's already been 31 deaths in our state. It's pretty on the tame side compared to, like New York has about almost 84,000 confirmed cases, about 2,000 deaths. So they're pretty up there. And Mitch, your family lives in New York, right?
Yeah, my most of my family lives in upstate New York, so luckily
Yeah,
where they're at, it's not getting affected as bad as New York City.
that's
So
good. Hope they're staying
yeah,
safe. Hope everyone's staying safe out there. It is pretty crazy right now. Um, but I guess on the bright side of this, a lot of people are able to catch up on some of their Netflix. I know like a big show right now, we've seen like the memes. This Tiger King show. Have y'all seen it?
I've
Uh,
watched part of it. Yes.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit. I got to episode 4 and I fell asleep.
I
I
got
just
you.
needed a nap.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and play the trailer for the people who haven't seen it, and then we can kind of talk about it after that. Alrighty, so this is actually the first time I've seen that trailer. It kind of gives the whole thing away, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those trailers that if you watch it, it kind of spoils the whole
Yeah.
show
So,
for you, just like
well,
movie.
sorry about that if y'all haven't seen it, and we'll get into a little spoiler talk. So, there's timestamps below if you just want to skip past this part if you haven't seen it yet. Um, the show was not what I thought it was when I saw the meme. Um, when I first saw it, I thought it was just kind of some reality show about people who owned crazy animals. But it's a lot more than that. It's pretty intense at some points. How far did y'all get into it?
Um, I made it to like a little bit like into episode 4, but episode 3 was definitely the one where they brought up where her husband went missing,
Yeah.
and I don't know who did that investigation, but she 100% did something.
The thing about this is like I see people, they're like saying check the sewage pipe or whatever, and then they're dressing up their kids as this Tiger King guy. None of them are like good people. Like they're all crazy. They're all, bad in their own way. Spoiler alert. He is the main character of this, I guess. Joe Exotic. He is in jail. I think they reopened the case probably partly because of this, but I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I've seen it. There was, you see like this girl get her arm bitten off. Um, you see like the video of the guy shooting himself like on accident. It's pretty crazy. There's a lot of stuff. It was just wasn't what I was expecting, and I did binge this week. It was pretty crazy. Um,
Um, yeah, the thing, like I was like a little like I was like maybe she didn't kill him, but like she she took the documents from their office about what the power of attorney, not attorney, a power of attorney and their wills, and then she changed it to upon my disappearance.
Yeah, I mean,
The day he went missing.
yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. It's a lot of weird stuff, and it was like the day after, like, was it 5 years or something before that? Like, if you're missing before you can claim any of that, it's like the day after it turned
You
like
know,
the anniversary or whatever. She had claimed all that. So I don't know. It's a everyone on the show is, I mean, they're all morons and they're all not great people. Like that's like the synopsis. They're all it's just a bunch of morons, pretty much. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Also,
pretty interesting watch.
did you see also where they made a big deal because they showed Shaquille O'Neal in one of the episodes for like a split second, and
Yep.
then everybody kind of got onto him about why he was there and how he could, go there with these people. And
Yeah, it was like in one of the earlier episodes. I think um like earlier on, like before a lot of the controversy started, and not a lot of people knew about this guy. I think he was pretty known locally because he had run for president, and there was a couple of night shows that talked about him, made fun of him, and he had run for governor, I believe. So I'm sure he was pretty famous locally, but I didn't hear about him until this documentary. Um, but I'm sure Shaq just went there. You know, it's a big zoo. I'm sure he would just trying to have a good time. I
yeah,
don't think he was involved in any of this weirdness. I don't think he
no,
should
I,
get any slack for going there either.
yeah, I highly doubt Shaquille O'Neal, a multi-champion, professional everything, it would want to go there to get mixed up with these
Yeah,
cast of characters. I
yeah.
doubt that.
But it's wild show. If you haven't watched, I'd recommend it. It's definitely, if it's one thing, it's definitely entertaining. I'll say that. Um, y'all been watching any other shows, catching up on anything, being stuck in the house?
I noticed that season 3 of Ozark had just came out,
Hmm.
and I'm in love with that show. I'm actually excited for that. So
Yeah,
I'll probably be watching that
I have
the
not
rest of
seen
the
it,
weekend.
but yeah, I have not seen it, but I know a lot of people talk about it, so very popular.
Yeah,
It's basically a family that's just doing money laundering for like a drug cartel, and then they're
I
just
gotcha.
that's about as far as I'm going to go into it without giving away any spoilers. But
Yeah,
that's
I
pretty
may.
much the plot.
Yeah, I've some free time on my hands. I may check it out. I know most of us have seen. There was like a new season of Castlevania that came out recently. Um, Pretty good reviews. Did y'all like the newest season? If y'all have seen it?
Uh, Go ahead, Mitch.
from what I've watched of it, I liked it. I haven't finished it yet, so
Hmm.
but I mean, it's really really good. I would definitely recommend it to any
Yeah, it's
any fans out there.
very good show. Very entertaining. I know like animated series or it's not an anime, but an animated series get like a stigma, being kind of childish. This is I would not say childish. I wouldn't watch it with your kids. No, it's pretty interesting. It's fun too. You know, it's just fantasy. The newest season for me though is kind of weird because there's like four different storylines that they follow, four different people, and I'll try not to spoil anything. Um, I thought they would meet up, but they never do. It's just four different stories. It just kind of felt like a side quest. Like in Skyrim, there's the main quest, and then there's your side quest. This season
Um,
kind of felt like a side quest to me.
I think it's just all leading up to like one big, uh, like war basically. Like you have the vampire side, and then you have the humanity side, and just
Yeah.
I think it's just it's a lot to throw in one season. So
It.
I'm
Yeah, I
fine with
agree.
it.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I think and here's a spoiler alert. I think they're kind of setting up Alucard to kind of be a villain. Would you agree?
Well, I have finished it, and quite yeah, kind of sort. You got. I don't really want to spoil it. You're just gonna have to watch it
Yeah,
for
I
yourself.
don't.
Like
Yeah, just this is on our all of our
you
recommended
guys
list.
definitely don't know what I know.
Yeah,
I think we all. I think I can speak for everyone when I say we all recommended this. It's pretty cool show. I think there's something in it for a lot of people. Um, and if there's any other shows that you guys have that you want to recommend to us, you can leave us a comment down below. We'll check it out. Tell us what you like. If you tell us your opinions on some of these shows we've talked about, just anything. Feel free to give us a comment. We read them all. So, is there anything else like other shows that y'all are enjoying right now, or you hate the new season or anything like that?
I'll tell you, y'all are gonna make fun of me, but I've actually been enjoying The Walking Dead again, and I know that sounds so corny, but the last half of season 9 and so far season 10 have been really really well done for what it's worth.
Well, that's good. I have not. What's the spin-off of that show called?
Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead. I've not seen any of that. I can't remember last time I've watched The Walking Dead. Probably when like on and off a little bit. I know my parents and brother really enjoy it. I think the last thing I seen was like Negan showed up, so I haven't seen it. May have to check it out. It's a lot though. I don't even know where to watch it.
You can watch most of it on Netflix up to the newest season, and then you have to get like AMC, their own streaming service, and watch it. So
I gotcha.
it kind of
Yeah.
makes it hard.
Yeah,
Um,
everyone has their own streaming service nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah, I stopped watching it about the time the big conflict with Negan started. Like he was introduced. I've gotten past that season, but I haven't gotten to the part where Carl dies. I know that sounds like a spoiler, but like at this point, it's been 2 years ago. You should know that he's no longer
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah.
The people who care already know, so.
Yeah.
And
At
I was a
this
little
point,
skeptical at first about rewatching it again. I was like, I don't know, but then my buddy's just like, you need to watch this really good. So I took the chance, and it's actually really really well done
That's
right
good.
now.
I may have to check
it's
that
just
out
a
as
lot
well.
of it's just a lot of like almost like a responsibility when you start watching it because it's a long. What season are we on?
10.
10? Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a
of
lot. Like
episodes.
these big shows, it's hard to get into. Like if you haven't been
Yeah.
keeping up with shows like this, it's hard. It's kind of overwhelming to get
Yeah,
into it because
it's
there's so
almost
much.
intimidating
Yeah,
basically to
yeah, I
start
agree.
something that long.
Yeah,
Like
I
well,
that
mean,
with
hey,
goes long.
all we got is time now.
yeah, we have
with-
everyone has time on their hands now, so I'm sure if they want something to consume all of it, then Walking Dead is there. So we'll kind of move on from here. So we have a new. Last episode we talked about the upcoming patch and the Fiddlesticks rework. It is live now, and I know we've all played in it. Um, any of the changes that you guys have an opinion on, like this change sucked or this change was good? Anything like that that you noticed off the bat? I know we haven't played that much with it. It's still kind of new. But I don't know if y'all have any opinions on it yet.
are we talking about Fiddlesticks or just the patch in general?
Whatever. Do you have an
Um,
opinion on Fiddlesticks?
I hate it. Granted, I only played it as a support role,
Yeah.
and I'm just not great at the game. Period. So I was not enjoying myself. I think I went like 08, 09
Yeah,
with
I
like
was
maybe an assist.
I was in that game. Yeah, you were not
Yeah.
happy.
I don't think I talked the entire time.
Yeah, you were definitely silent that game. I know I've played him jungle, and Mitch, you have as well, right?
Yeah,
How'd you like him?
I think he's pretty decent. I really like his I think it's his W where it gets like a lifesteal pretty much.
Hmm.
I like how it hits like multiple, like
Yeah.
jungle camps. If you use him jungle, that's really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's pretty solid.
Yeah, I think he definitely feels very late game. Um, he definitely needs a few items, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree. His early game is very very rough.
Yeah, I was playing him, and was invaded early a lot, and that really seemed to shut me down. I did not do well that game, and then I played against one, I invaded a lot, and then he wasn't really able to do a lot either. So I think there's a good counter for him. If you're going up against the Fiddle jungle, just take somebody that can fight early and can clear his camps, and he's kind of shut down for the rest of the game. But with a few items, he can come back online. I think overall I do enjoy the rework. I think he looks a lot better too.
Yes.
He does look a lot better. All his splash arts look really. I think they did a good job with it. I know a lot of their reworks and new champs are like really overpowered on release. I think this is a good balance. From what I've played, I'm not super familiar with him. We haven't played, like 100 games or anything, but we have played a few, so that's what I think so far. Um,
Another thing on the patch that I noticed is the 10 to 12 minutes on conditioning.
mhm,
Like it went from 10 minutes to 12 minutes. I've been taking that on Shin,
yeah,
and I think it's probably healthy that they put it from 10 to 12
yeah,
because I've been in people's necks
doing the
with
Lord's work.
conditioning. Yes, up top. So
Yeah,
I don't think I've lost a game while I was well. Yeah, I lost that last Irelia game. She played for someone. That's for
she
sure.
was smurfing for sure.
She stomped me out.
Yeah. Um, there you go. Have y'all seen these new skins coming out? It's like a Coven line. It's introducing a new prestige skin. Um, that's why we're talking about it really. But so it looks like
I actually
Morgana,
don't think
Zyra,
that
and
heck.
yeah. So I haven't pulled up on the screen. So it's Morgana, Zyra, and LeBlanc. They're getting the skins, and I believe it's Zyra is getting. Is it Zyra that's getting the prestige one, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Here's a little video. I'll just go. Okay, so I think they do look pretty nice. I wasn't really looking for a new skin for any of these champs. I guess LeBlanc kind of needed one, I guess. But I don't really play any of these. Are y'all excited about any of these skins at all?
I'm excited they didn't give it the looks for the 15th time.
And she did get what, two ultimate skins last week. So she's good on skins forever. I think Ornn Ornn still wouldn't mind one. There's
Yeah,
just
he's
it's just
hurting.
weird they leave some champs out. Like they just don't give them skins, but then you know people like Lux get you know 6 skins a year. I think they're pretty cool. I think the Zyra Prestige looks really nice, but all the Prestiges look nice. Here's some flash shards. I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool new theme. I don't believe there's been any Coven skins before, so this may be a cool addition to the game.
I think the Zyra definitely looked good. Like when she ulted, like
Yeah.
all that pretty pretty nice to me.
Yeah, they're all very
Took a
pretty
while
in
for
my
it too.
opinion. Yeah. I think the people who play these champs will definitely enjoy these skins. They do look nice. We'll switch it over. So Magic, actually, if any of y'all play the card game, there are some new cards coming out, and I'm not super familiar with the game. Um, but from my understanding, these Godzilla arts, Mitch, are they alt art for the normal cards in the set? Is that how you
Yeah.
explained it?
Yep. They're all cards from this coming set, but they're
Mhm.
just made in you know obviously Godzilla skins pretty much.
Yeah, there's like a lot of these arts. I wonder if I can click on them. I guess I can't. But like the Space Godzilla one, like all these are really nice. Um, even from like not even playing the game, a lot of these cards look like something a lot of people would just kind of want to get just to have. Because
Yeah,
they all
I'm
look
one of them.
really nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a few like this. The Ghidorah one looks super cool. Um,
Yeah.
and again, oh there we go. I I don't play the game, so I'm not super familiar. I don't even know if any of these cards will be meta in their game, if they're even playable. But from a collector standpoint, I can see these cards really coming off the shelf. So whatever set these are in, I'm sure will sell out a lot. Look pretty cool.
It was smart by them to do
I
that.
like that
Good
middle one
collaboration
right
with them.
above you, the water looking thing. I
The
like.
egg?
Yeah, the egg. That's
Okay.
pretty nice.
Yeah,
I
it looks
like
like
it.
that's or not an egg, it's a cocoon
Oh,
of
okay.
Mothra. So when it's in like a caterpillar form, it'll go into its cocoon, then it comes out and it's the moth. Um,
I don't know if I'd be more scared of a giant caterpillar or a giant moth.
I will say this: I wouldn't want to fight either of them. I'll stay
I wouldn't
home.
even
I'll stay
square.
home that
I
day.
wouldn't even square up with a cocoon.
Yeah, I'll definitely stay home that day. So I'm gonna kind of switch it over to Mitch now. He's gonna give us just some. He's been looking at some prices. It's weird time for all card games right now. Because all the events are canceled. Like here, it's like Pokemon. It looks like they're done until what, next year? Is
Yeah,
that?
to the fall, like the start of the 2021 season.
Yeah. So this whole season's like it's canceled. I'm sure. I'm not sure if Yu-Gi-Oh has the time they're coming back yet, or Magic. I'm sure it'll follow something similar to this, but all events are done. I know a lot of locals are closed as well. Ours is here, so it's a kind of a weird time for prices because essentially like all the cards are banned right now. You can't really use them in a real event. You can go to your friend's house or whatever, but in a real event where they're actually going to be doing something for you, you can't. So Mitch, I'll let you go ahead and take it away with some of these weird prices that you've seen recently.
Yeah, like some of them, like this Blackwing Simoon, the Poison Wind. I really honestly have no idea. Nobody's really knows why. It's just one of those kind of wacky buyouts, I guess.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess if you're a diehard Blackwing player, think Master Rule 5, they're gonna be something else because they don't rely on links. I guess that's the
Yeah,
big thing with it, you know.
I think there is a
And
lot of Blackwing hype. There's been some cool cards and some cool combos I've seen, so that may attribute to this. But this is a weird card. Does it only have this one printing?
that's probably why too, because I honestly don't even know what else is in this set. So
Yeah.
it's probably one of those sets that didn't
Yeah,
get bought very much.
White Dragon Abyss. Well, I'm curious if there's what are like the high cards in here. Um, oh, okay, so this had Bingo Machine Go. Um,
Oh, okay. Well, that
so
that, that makes a lot more sense.
yeah, there's a few cards that are like over that $10 mark, which I guess you could consider. Guess you could consider like a hit if you pull it.
Yeah.
Um,
That's,
this is another one you sent.
yeah, this is another one out of off that same
Yeah, same
set
set.
actually, which just makes sense because I've seen Cyber Dragons getting a little bit more hype now.
Hmm.
You know, Cyber Merchant got reprinted in Dual Overload, which was a big one. You know, because that card was very sought after, and I mean, it's pretty good. You know, fusion spell,
Yeah,
and
no,
it's free to play. So
this you definitely played this card in the deck,
mhm.
and I think the deck did get a pretty big boost from the new Master Rule.
Yeah,
Um,
I would definitely consider them a sleeper. You know,
yeah,
pick.
no, they definitely could do like when we can all play again. I think that deck definitely will show up in some capacity. Um, I have the Predaplant, the new Link that came out. It's obviously a good card. Do you think it should be lower or higher than this?
I'm I'm surprised actually that it is only $17.
Mhm.
That kind of surprises me. I think that card is honestly I probably think it's the second best, if not the best card from the set right now.
Yeah, I think this is. It's almost like a just because it's so generic, it's almost a staple because you either play Super Poly or you side it to
Yeah.
beat people who play Super Poly. And this, for 2,000 life points, you can get it. And this is really good in like actual fusion decks, because it can search any fusion. So like in Shadal or like Thunder are the two that come to my mind.
Yeah,
Um, this is. I think this card's really good. I think this is pretty low too. Still not like a cheap card, I would say. Um, but I could see this like once tournaments start happening, and because this will be whatever tops, this will be in it, in my opinion. I could see this card going up for sure.
yeah, I would keep an eye on it because if they for some reason announce Dragoon coming out this year, that card will skyrocket.
Yeah, this card will be a lot more expensive. If you don't know what Dragoon is, an OCG card. It's a really good card. You could, I guess I could pull. Up. I think most people do know what this is. All right. Here we go. So this is a new fusion that is in the OCG. It takes a Dark Magician and Red Eye, so you do have to play bricks. And you play the Red Eyes fusion, if I'm not mistaken, and you send it with the Anaconda link, and then
Yep.
here's the effect right here. It's obviously a really good card. Meta defining card in the OCG. Everything that Tops has is in. Just
Yeah, it's just shoehorned into every deck.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what you're playing. You're just gonna play that, and you're gonna play the bad cards with it.
Yep, and it's just one of those things. It's like it's good enough to be worth the bricks, I guess. But if that comes here, I think that game will change a lot. And if you do, I would kind of hold on to if you have them, just in case that card does get released. Then you're gonna be sitting on a little fortune.
Now this guy, I'm guessing it's because people are gonna want to try synchro heavy spam decks, and I guess this is just an extender because most of the best cards in the game are dark monsters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm guessing actually you probably played in Black Wings. That would make sense. But
so is this the only printing of this card as well?
yeah, it was in a very awful Super Starter V structure deck from years ago. I think it had first set with like Time Gazer and Stargazer Magician, I want to say.
Yeah, so it's like it's an $8 common, and it only comes in the structure deck, and everything else is, less than 50 cents or 50. So, it's definitely a weird card.
That's not even Stargazer. That's older than that.
Okay, yeah, so that's Utopia. So that's, oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you how old it is because I honestly don't remember. So.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's like a level 2 and it's not a tuner. It seems weird. I haven't seen anything with this, but obviously somebody has, and so it's getting.
If it was a tuner, I would understand it way more.
Yeah.
Like it'd be super good in different decks, but being a generic. Probably, but just being generic is just like, I mean, I guess maybe somebody knows more than I do.
Yeah, this card, I guess look out for it if you have them. I'm sure you have them in some comment box if you ever bought any of this.
Out of your bulk.
Yeah, definitely look through your bulk. This card's expensive. We don't know why. I'm sure there's a lot of people that know more than us, so I'll just keep an eye on this card too. It's just kind of a weird one. Do you have any other cards that you wanted to look at while we were on here? Or?
I mean, I thought it was one of them that people know about it already is Magnet Reverse, which I mean, it makes sense why it's expensive right now because of the new theme that just got released this week.
Mm-hmm.
But the big thing was it was already gonna get reprinted in the new Machina structure deck next month.
Yeah,
so
we do know we do know a reprint before this came up in like a damaged one, $9.
Yeah, and it's you're really buying this card you can't play it in a tournament for anytime soon. It'll be reprinted by the time tournaments even restart. So I really don't know why anybody would want to spend this much on a card you're literally not gonna.
Yeah, this is a weird one. Like by the time we can play, everyone will have commons.
It's for the ABC Buster Dragon.
One of. Yeah, you do have a one of.
That's true.
So I guess this could summon it out. That's pretty good actually. I didn't know it could get banished.
That is good, man. Huh? Hey, maybe you just got the secret sauce for ABC decks.
I want to say they used to play it. Like that's, like
I don't know.
It says that can't be normal summoned. Is that assumed on like extra deck monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know how that worked because they don't say they can't be, but obviously you can't. But
people
it doesn't
coming
say
back Kagari with it whenever it was at one.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, okay, yeah, that's right. I was just curious. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hype.
This card can make ABCs like. I wouldn't say good because I don't know if they're bad or not, but I think this is playable in that deck for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah, they played it anyway. It was like a quick effect monster reborn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it doesn't negate their effects or give them any restrictions. Yeah, this card's super good.
Yeah.
But also there is a common coming out, and it will be out before we can actually play. This is a weird one to me. But if you have them, I would sell them if you could. Yeah. Like if you could list them, just go and do it because I don't see them being more.
Unless you're just a rarity kind of guy that just you want to have fold out decks, but I don't really understand it when you're gonna get a common and it has already been announced months ago.
Yeah, this is definitely a weird one. Was there anything else that y'all wanted to look at, prices wise or Yu-Gi-Oh
I
wise?
mean,
Was
no.
there anything
If you want
weird?
to, you can talk about Secret Slayer. I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to bring
So,
that.
okay, yeah, sure. So a new set, what dropped? Was it today or yesterday?
It'd been Thursday, yeah, for
Okay,
TCG.
so the second. So it's a new set with the themes. What is it called? It was Adamantia. Right?
Emancipators.
Yeah, they changed the name. Emancipators. And there's
Eldred
like the
or
Eldrick or whatever, and then
the
the
plant.
trash plant stuff. I'm not even gonna say their
Yeah.
name. Um, and shout out to Mitch actually. Since he works at the card shop, he came in and Uber delivered me a box because I was just curious and I was bored. Um, so the chase card is the main Eldritch monster. Sitting at like 55. I didn't pull him. I don't know if he's short printed. I only had a box, so I can't really tell. This card's very expensive, and I don't know. I guess it's just like the weird sets always have those expensive cards. Like I'm sure Surzeal is still like 20 bucks.
Does he even do anything like outrageous as far
I
as
have his
goes?
effect on the screen, but we were looking before the podcast. We were looking at some like OCG tops, and I think this was like there was like three. So like it obviously has some potential. If you want to play this deck, I think you definitely play like Extravagant.
Yep.
So that's a expensive card, I believe still. I don't know how much. Or is it still? I think it was like 80 last time I looked at it, or around there. Like
I
it,
really didn't even know that card dropped. Thank God.
well, it's still expensive. Like a near mint first ed from Brody Bards is 88 with a dollar shipping. So it's still expensive, but
I
it's a
mean,
very
it's
good
not
card.
$140.
That's
That's
true.
true.
No, that's true. It is cheaper. But yeah, there's like not a lot of expensive cards. You have the new Adamantipator Researcher. This is the tuner that
That's
summons itself if you control Rock Monster, and they all have the same execute effect.
definitely the chase theme from the set.
Yeah,
I haven't.
this is the best theme of the set. It's the synchro based deck. In my opinion, it's the best theme. And this is a 3 of. I think most of the tuners are 3 ofs. But there's like after this, it really starts dropping. Like everything else, these will settle at like 8 probably. Here's the plant theme. It's not very good, but
That card's really good though. I really like that card.
yeah, these cards have the anime girl prices on them. If, like Dragon Maids have the same extra few dollars on them because they're just girls. But yeah,
Yeah,
everything
they're all
else.
$15 for no reason.
Yeah, just because there's some cute girl on it. But everything else is less in the pack. Like this is definitely a set I would recommend buying this thing.
Definitely.
Because
I didn't even
anything,
know it came with reprints.
yeah,
And
there's
just
like
wait.
an upstart super,
Yeah, which is
and a
new too that
judgment.
we can
Yeah, the
confirm
upstart
about
super is
that.
very cool. Judgment super as well. So there's a few cool stuff. This is don't buy this. Any of it, honestly. Trap Trick reprint's cool too. But don't.
Unless you're in the mood just to crack packs, I would
Yeah,
definitely not go box or hunting or anything like that.
yeah,
And
I
also,
would.
just wait. This set just came out. These prices are going to drop,
Yeah, all this
especially
stuff
because
will
there's
be a
no
lot
tournaments.
cheaper. Yeah, you can't play
You know,
these. Just wait. Unless I always recommend if you can support your locals. Because those are the people that let all of us play. So if you're gonna buy boxes, do it that way. But if not, if you're just wanting singles, give it a week or two. Can't play it anyways. Hold out.
yeah.
All this will be, who knows, half the price probably. So all this will go down. But it's still some cool stuff. I would look out for this deck. I think this deck's actually good. Like
Yeah,
maybe meta. This
yeah,
deck's
I
very
agree.
good. So but yeah, there you
Give me a
go with
second.
that.
I'm reading that. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Never
sorry.
mind.
I'll pull it back up.
I almost feel like
Well,
this
I could have
theme
pulled it
is
up.
just a better um Sylvan.
Yeah, like a power crept Sylvan,
Yeah,
because Sylvan's
yeah,
old. Sylvan came out before I started playing.
yeah. Because they do the excavate thing, and
Yeah,
they can like stack your excavations, and Like
Yeah.
that deck was a big Exceed spam, and this one's a big Synchro spam.
Yep.
All right, that's pretty cool. That's any rock monster. It's not just an
Yeah.
emancipator or whatever.
Yeah, I
Definitely
think you
Black
play
Dragon's pretty of.
yeah, you definitely play Block Dragon in this deck. You definitely play what is it, like Doki Doki is the guy you play. Um I don't know how to pronounce the other guys' names, but they kind of help you set up some negates. I don't know what they're
Heck, you could
called.
play Magnet Reverse if you wanted to. I mean, it's just there's a lot of different things you could kind of throw in there
Yeah,
to.
Magnet Reverse is definitely playable. They're all rocks and they're all earth. You have really easy access to what's the rock exceed? Um,
Uh, You actually cannot special summon Block Dragon. He says it must be special summoned from hand or grave.
yeah, but you play Block Dragon in the deck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
you wear that card out.
Yeah. You play. I think you could play these guys. I can't. I don't know how to pronounce this. But they give you some
Buckingham?
negations. Yeah. You probably play a few of these.
Yeah, for
Maybe
sure.
maybe even one Fossil Dyna.
Oh, there's Black Dragon. I didn't know it got reprinted in here.
Yeah, it's a super in here.
Oh,
Where'd it
nice.
go? Yeah.
That
It's
card was
nice.
like a what, a $4 to $5 card, I think,
Yeah,
for a
I don't
while.
know what its ultra is. Uh, I don't know what it was before. It's probably already went down since the so the ultras are still
I think they're
$3.
reprinting it again in the that new duels pack, the Pegasus one or whatever. I think.
That's weird. That's odd. Um,
Yeah, I don't know.
cards.
They might have took it out for this. I don't know, but
Yeah, it's not super hard to get. Yeah, it's a pretty cool card. This set is the theme I would look out for. You'll probably
Yep.
see the that zombie set at your local, but if you're at a regional, but none of us will be at regionals anytime soon.
nope.
Yeah, so I think that covers it for today. Is there anything else that you guys want to go over just in general or anything specific?
I'm just gonna bring up that I just now read Doki Doki, and that card is pretty solid.
Yeah, that card, you definitely play it in this deck for sure. Yeah, this card's super good. I think it got yeah, so it's been an old card or not an old card, but it has a common
There's a few
printing. So
prints,
so
yeah.
it got a rarity boost that it got reprinted as a super. You play this card, not very expensive. You get these pretty easily. But yeah, so thank you all for coming to our second episode of the 270 podcast. I hope you enjoyed. If there's anything else you want us to talk about next week, or you have any other opinions on any of the stuff we talked about today, feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be here every Friday. So don't forget to tune in and put that notification bell on as well. Appreciate y'all coming, and we'll see you next week.